Neymar da Silva Santos Jr. is only 22 years old, but at this young age, he has already scored 40 goals for the Brazilian national team, and he has made 58 appearances. I guess Kelechi Iheanacho happens to be a Nigerian, of course, prolific goal scorer, needs a chance at the senior level. You're watching Sport This Morning on Channels Television, broadcasting live from Lagos. I'm Cecilia Amogbe. First, the headlines. And he's all to play for this evening at the Abuja National Stadium as Nigeria hosts Sudan for a chance to realize the dream of defending the African Cup of Nations next year in Morocco. Also on the program, the Super Falcons secured a ticket for the semi-finals of the African Women Championship, scoring 10 goals in 2 matches. And in the NBA, 44-minute game. That's what the NBA really wants this time around next season. How possible is that? You find out the reason for this after this highlight where Nigeria actually showed the Zambians that they're still the best in the continent.
So this is going to be a better lobbing one into the center, and here comes a chance, and it's a goal. Easy does it for the Super Falcons. Towering over the ball. What can she do? Better again. Header comes in. Easy does it again. And it's going to be a Paranozi, and it's a goal. And Nigeria are leading by 3 goals to 0. Go. Goes in better. Up in the air. A header comes in, and it's a goal. Easy does it. Asking for the return ball. He's a Paranozi, and a Paranozi scores finally. Asisat still going and asking for it now. Perpetual Quattro, and it's a goal. Beautiful from Perpetual Quattro. Unbelievable. Perpetual Quattro. I told you she's the most experienced. She's been to 4 World Cups, 4 times African Player of the Year. Her first shot virtually on goal. Shows you that her composure. Have a look at these. She gets the ball, does not go forward, holds on to it, twists and turns, picks her spot. Easy does it. 5 goals to 0. Nigeria are really having an easy game here today. Was well fed.
In a warming world, there could be an even greater threat of extreme weather than previously thought. Every Friday, Channels takes you on a journey to see the effect of human activities on our changing planet. It's a fact that we've been talking the talk. Learn how to take the step on Earth 5 at this time on Channels Television.
Hello and good morning. Of course, Tayo Salam will be joining me much later on the program. Of course, we'll get to talk to the media officer of the Super Falcons on how the girls are feeling, because the coach is saying that they shouldn't celebrate yet. The reason is what their target is to reclaim the title, and should they do that, to be the 7th time Nigeria will be winning the African Women's Championship. And our prayer is actually that they should be able to replicate this at the biggest stage. That is really what is important, and just see the Super Falcons actually getting to the semi-finals or even the final of the Women's World Cup next year in Canada. But that will be a tough one for them, because what the Germans, the Americans, and of course the Canadians have going for them is what Nigeria don't have when it comes to women's football in Nigeria, and also in Africa as a whole. We don't really have a Champions League. In Europe, you have a Champions League which all the teams play together across Europe, but in Africa, there's nothing like that. And even the African Women Championship is usually difficult for clubs to release their players on time, and the reason is simply because they feel it's not part of FIFA calendar. Maybe subsequently this will be solved. We talk with Grace now. Gracious live from Namibia. Grace, good morning.
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining us. Now tell us, how are the girls really feeling this time around that 6-0 whitewashing of Zambia?
Well, the girls are, as usual, they are in high spirit. We didn't expect that score line, but thank God it came. But like you said earlier on, the coach said they shouldn't celebrate yet because we're not yet there. It's not yet a rule for us. So we're still looking, though we've qualified for the semi-final, we're still looking to play Namibia on Friday and to pick up a maximum 3 points.
Okay, now watching the Namibians yesterday losing to Cote d'Ivoire by 3-1, that simply means the girls will definitely be raring to go to face the Namibians, because the game against Cote d'Ivoire, they did not really show their best. So how are they looking forward to that game on Friday?
Well, the game on Friday against Namibia is, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, because what the Namibians have going for them is being the host, and they have the crowd, everybody in the stadium. So against Nigeria, we're sure they're going to come, because after our match against we stayed to watch Namibia and Cote d'Ivoire, and we saw how the crowd were behind the Namibians. They were not expecting less on Friday. But that being said, on Friday when we play the host Namibia, we're also going to come out the way we come out against Cote d'Ivoire and Zambia and put in our best, making sure we collect the 3 maximum points.
Yeah, you just talked about the crowd. I also saw it yesterday. It was really massive. Now you have that 12th man, so to speak, on the field. So how will the girls really react to this? Because when you have them all drumming up for the host nation, and for Namibians, they know that they have to win this game for them to get a chance of even getting to the semi-finals.
Well, I think some of the girls who are in this squad, they have been to tournament championships where they have played host countries and we won. Be it under 17 or under 20 or the Super Falcons. So I'm sure they have the mentality to deal with it, playing with the host nation. It's just about they call it the 12th man. Yes, we know. But when we go there, we have our own tactics, we have our own formation, we have the right mentality, and we go into the game. I bet you victory will be ours by God's grace on Friday.
Yeah, Perpetua Onkocha actually scored the last goal against Zambia. Now, what does it feel like? Because for her, you know, she did not really start the first game, and the second game also coming as a substitute. What do you think the coach is trying to prove?
Well, it's for the coach to answer that. They are the coaches. They know what a player can do for them at the point in time. But I think Perpetua's presence in the team brings some kind of there's a pep talk she gives to the girls in the dressing room, off the pitch, sitting down on the bench. So I think that is what the coaches that is really why they invited her. But we can see the 3 goals she scored yesterday. That is what we call a legend. That is the goal the kind of goal that can be scored by a legend. That is what the Petra has done for us. But for bringing her in, at the time they bring her in, I think it's the coach's prerogative to do that.
Yeah, thank you so much, Gracious, for talking to us this morning in our program.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
I wish the Super Falcons all the best when they face Namibia on Friday, 5 p.m. Nigeria time. And hopefully, after that, well, the title will still be very, very close. Atayo Salam joins me now. Atayo, good morning.
Yeah, great to be here.
I guess you enjoyed yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great game. It was expected, really, against Zambia. I actually told a couple of friends of mine that are Zambians that I could actually see the Falcons spelling the country's name, and that's exactly what happened. Yeah, good game. And talking about Perpetual Onkocha, she's a veteran right now, so you can understand why Coach Edwin Okon really has to manage, and the way she's being used in games now. She's gotten to that level where she can't really afford to play
full games.
90 minutes anymore. So, but it's always good to have our likes on the bench. Whenever there's a problem, like the media officer just said now, you can just try in and come on. She just comes on and and does what she knows how to do best, which is scoring goals. She's a great goal scorer. She scored lots of goals for Nigeria. So it's a good one to always have Perpetual and our likes in the national setup.
Okay, well, Super Falcons, what's there to say about them? What the coach is saying there, just like the media officer said, Now their time to celebrate, of course, the title is really what they want. And we hope and pray, they get to win it. Now let's talk about what the Super Eagles are really doing. We'll be talking to Ben Laya, what is happening this morning, how the players are feeling. Because after what happened on Saturday, they said most of them actually stayed overnight, not really happy. But you can actually expect that from them. So when Ben would get to join us much later on the program. Now, Ojora definitely almost on the verge of qualifying for the Nations Cup. Of course, all they need to do is to beat Malawi today, and of course, then Cameroon also, and South Africa. These are the two teams within a touching distance of qualifying. Now, for Nigeria, is a tough one for us. What are you expecting from today's match?
What am I expecting? I'm expecting what a lot of Nigerians are expecting, which is a win. Right now, I won't be too selfish by saying a convincing win. Right now, all that matters is points on the board. So Nigeria, they've got to get going, really. They've got to have 3 points in this game against Sudan. I think it will be a difficult game again, because I can easily see the Sudanese coming onto the pitch and actually playing to a game plan which is to frustrate the Nigerian the Super Eagles. I can see that easily happening, and then the onus will now be on the Super Eagles to be very patient and now break them down. We saw what happened just at the weekend in Sudan, in Khartoum, and we found it very hard to break them down when they went 1 goal up. So I wonder where the attacking inspiration in the final third will come for the Super Eagles this time around.
Yeah, well, that's a tough one, where it's going to come from. I didn't know you'd be this harsh when it comes to the attack. Well, the attack is really, it wasn't there in Sudan, and of course they said because the pitch was bad, but the Abuja National Stadium, the pitch is definitely very, very good right now. Hopefully that would not disturb them from scoring, and of course even if it's just a lone goal, because right now Nigeria needs to win the remaining 3 matches to just get a chance to qualify for the Nations Cup. If Ben is online, I'll get talk to Ben. Ben, good morning.
Good morning, Cecilia.
How is Abuja this morning? I believe you must have been in the streets of Abuja before now, and of course yesterday. Are fans really willing to come to the stadium to watch this game?
Yeah, Abuja, the weather is bright, the sun is already set. Abuja is okay, and I think the fans want to come out because all the radio stations, TV stations here in Abuja have been asking the fans, urging them to come and be the 5th players of the Super Eagles. And so I think the response will be good. But whether the stadium will be packed full is what I don't know, because that's a 60,000 seater. And I hope it will be packed full, because if it is packed full, the players will be much more motivated. But if not, the players are still motivated because they know they have their backs to the wall.
Okay, how are they really feeling? After the game, there was this news we heard that the camp was really sober. Some of the players cried overnight till the next morning. So how are they feeling for this game against Sudan in Abuja?
They want to win. Like you rightly said, everybody was sober after I want to call it a shock defeat, because we expected, the entire world expected us to win. We also expect to win, but how big that's football. We have tried to put that behind us, and then face the reality that we are condemned to win today's game. And that the mood is good. The players are positive, and only yesterday, Ahmed Musa had to say he's suspending the celebration of his birthday. That was 22 yesterday. We only cut the cake. The celebration proper will be after the match. Hopefully, by God's grace, we'll be celebrating with victory.
Okay, now, let me ask you this question that has to do with Coach Stephen Keshi. After the game, he said some sections of Nigerian Football Federation were just trying to sabotage his effort. What do you think, in your own opinion?
Only him can clarify that. I don't want to go into that. He's the one who said it. I prefer him to clarify that.
Okay, we wish the Super Eagles the very best. But there are no injuries in camp. Do we have any?
No, none. Apart from Michael Balatunde, who has been injured for some time now. Yesterday, he's still undergoing recovery therapy. Yesterday, he was swimming at the swimming pool here. Apart from that, everybody is okay. Musa is well. Everybody is 100% fit.
Okay. Thank you so much for talking to us this morning.
Thank you, Cecilia.
Yeah.
Okay, players fit, ready to go. Of course, what they have to do, win the game.
Yeah, they just have to eke out a win. No matter, I don't care really how they do it. Today, 3 points, very, very imperative.
Crucial.
They can't afford to drop points anymore. We know what's going on in the group right now. South Africa in pole position, Congo looking very good as well too. Nigeria looking like the weeping boys. Did you ever think it was going to be anything like that? You know, so hopefully, the lads today, they really have to turn up. They have to turn up big time.
Okay.